Hello geeks and welcome back to Running Geek Girl. My name is Heather and I'm glad you're here because you asked for it, to be honest. Not really, but I'm giving this to you anyway. It's time for another episode of RGG Book Club where we're going to be taking a look at another running book that happens to be in my collection. Now this is one that was suggested to me by a friend of mine about a year or so ago. I picked up a copy and read through it, and so I'm bringing it to you now. This book is Trailhead by Lisa Jhung. Trailhead, as most of you know, is going to be the beginning part of a trail, and this book was written for beginner trail runners. Now, Lisa Jhung happens to be a runner, triathlete, adventure racer, journalist. She is a contributing editor to Runner's World. She has been published in Outside, Men's Journal, Shape, so there's a whole lot that she definitely knows about the subject. Lisa breaks down the basics of what it takes to start trail running if you've never done it before, what to wear, what not to wear, how to even find a trail, what nutrition you need to consider. Then she goes a little more in-depth about perhaps some strength training exercises that you might want to do in order to better prepare you to continue trail running, and a few things that you may not have thought of if you were going to consider running on the trails, such as how to deal with animal encounters, some basic first aid and safety, and trail etiquette when you're running with others. The book itself is very easy to read. It flows very well from one section to the next. It's got a lot of information that is extremely useful, and she doesn't give you any extra information that you're not going to need. This is definitely for the beginner trail runner, and that she doesn't try to go over your head trying to get technical with a lot of explanations. It's all just the bare bones of what you need to know about trail running. And of course, she approaches it with a great sense of humor. She doesn't take herself too seriously, just like most of the trail runners that I know don't take themselves too seriously either. And to complement the humor in the book, there are some great illustrations throughout the book by Charlie Layton. Charlie Layton is an illustrator and designer from the Philadelphia area. He has clients from toy companies all the way to roller derby teams, and he is active in athletics himself. But his illustrations really make great punctuations to everything that Lisa says throughout the course of the book. In fact, the overall feel of the book, if you're familiar with the Dummies books, you know, like if you read Shakespeare for Dummies or Cooking for Dummies or whatever, it has this type of feel to it, in that it's going to give you information in a very lighthearted and easy to understand tone, and then have fun illustrations to go with it. So that's what happens within the pages of this book. So if you're new to trail running and you would like to know a little bit about the benefits, the essentials, the etiquette, the overall safety techniques of getting into trail running, then I would definitely recommend taking a look at this book before you get into an even deeper dive into whichever one of those you'd like to know about. So I'm going to have a link down below where you can order a copy of this book. This is not an affiliate link. I'm just showing you where you can find it for yourself. Really liked this book, would definitely recommend it, and hope you check it out for yourself. So there's another episode of RGG Book Club. If you found this informative or helpful, then why don't you let me know by dropping a comment down below or giving me a big thumbs up. It does help the channel out more than you know. You can also subscribe to the channel by hitting that subscribe button down below, and even hit the bell icon if you would like to be notified every time I upload a video, which happens several times a week. You can also follow me on social media. All of my links are down in the description. You can find me across most platforms under the name Running Geek Girl. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm so glad you're here, and I can't wait to see you next time. Happy running!